Hi everyone, this is Salvi with your VTuber news today. Before we get into the news, please hit the subscribe, like, and maybe even hit the bell notification icon, and let's get into the first story that we have today. I had originally thought that this was just, I had mentioned before, Aphrodite had gotten their Twitch banned again. This is the third time since they became a part of Mythos. It seems the whole entire generation of Mythos, their new generation, their male generation, is getting targeted badly by trolls, by whoever, by whatever it is. The reason why I say this is because it's also hit Athena. How does this keep happening? The terms of service, again, for fraud. 3 times in under 3 months is madness. I repeat everything I said the last time we were banned. I actually had another creator imply that I should be reprimanded for voicing that opinion. The environment on Twitch is completely beyond me. Happier where I am now. Agreed, it's absolutely targeted, and Twitch refuses to actually protect its users. This does seem very much targeted. It does absolutely seem targeted, and they have made the best move that they can possibly make, which is moving to YouTube. YouTube is not perfect in the way that it is, but you have a little bit more leeway in these things. You have a little bit more protection in these things, and Mythos will be able to actually help you a lot more in these things compared to apparently the way Twitch is. Twitch is just letting it go as if it's fraud. Basically, they're saying someone is reporting them for fraud again and again and again, fraud and deceptive practices again and again and again. And the reason why I say it was not just Aphrodite, not just Athena, Artemis as well has been hit with this again for fraud in purchase and payouts. It says again that Artemis Mythos VT has been permanently banned. 3rd time in a row. They are trying to do what they want to do. They are trying to have fun out there. They are trying to bring happiness and entertainment to others. Clotho is like, I'm going to piss all over the office floor at Twitch, and I won't stop you guys until you guys are unbanned and never banned again. Seriously, have they been transparent about what specific problem, or are they still unsure of why it's happening? Diddy Clancy talked about being more transparent. More transparent when they get into issues. This is my thing that I have with Twitch. They will be more transparent when they get called out on it. When people forget, the moment people forget, the moment they no longer have to deal with anything, they will not be transparent and they will not give a damn about their creators. They only give a damn as so far as it messes with their PR and messes with their income. Once that is fine and there is not any messing with their income or PR, they will not care. This is the way companies work. This is me being part of the creator program too. It is that way, unfortunately. It is not just Twitch. It is all big companies. They only do it as far as it will help with their PR. That's just the way it works. Yuki Sakuna, the wonderful cat maid, who used to be part of a certain larger company. We won't talk about that now, though. What is big news is that Macross D, which is the official account of Macross, has announced that she has done a special project, Eye to Eye, which is a song from Macross as well. And here we go. Let's take a look at it. This is wonderful to see that she's done this. And of course, it is the cover by Yuki Sakuna, of course. And I'm not going to be able to play all of it, of course. So, of course, that's as much as I can show you. Unfortunately, the way YouTube is, the way YouTube strikes you pretty hard, it is, of course, something that does happen that way, unfortunately. And I am someone who always gets hit by it. So I am absolutely very happy that Yuki Sakuna has done this and has been able to do this. It has been very successful so far. As of me recording this, of course, it has been 34K views. By the time you look at it, it's probably going to be tons more views, but still, it is an amazing feat for her to go through this and be able to make a splash with another song like this in her indie life. Kanna Yannagi is a VTuber who recently worked really, really hard to get a specific project off the ground and also getting it working super hard to make sure it stays proper. Wild Frontiers is this project. It is or at least was at this point because it's over, a Minecraft server, a collaboration Minecraft server, where what happens is that you had people going through, and of course a lot of big VTubers, a lot of big people there, in order to be able to have fun in the steampunk stories, just having fun. There are everything changed. I was watching it as well. It's a fully modded server, including the end. The end is modded. Everything is modded. It was very interesting to see people work on it, people play in it, and people have fun overall. There were several teams in there, as you can tell here: Broyalty, Azuria, Team Jareen, Overgrow, Heartbreakers, Sunforge, and Red Dead Redemption 3. They're all there. And of course, the top 3 were Broyalty with 1,010 points, Azuria 776, and Team Jareen with 732. Of course, they had different things that they had to complete, different objectives that they had to finish, different parts, of the world that they had to complete, that type of stuff. They had a lot of fun. Everyone that I watched that was playing it, every single one, had lots of fun. They really enjoyed their time there, of course, because it is a collab server. That's what's supposed to happen. It's an event. You're supposed to have a ton of fun. Not always guaranteed. Definitely not always guaranteed. But in this case, I'm very, very happy that they had tons of fun. Here, it is, of course, an agency in a virtual idol group of Pilot Project, an agency in Japan. And here we go. They are having their new announcement where they're announcing some things that are going to be happening. There's going to be a live here, a birthday live, and also their Anniversary Fest 2025, which was already done. All these things already happened. And of course, I am going to show each and every one of them to you. A little bit of a short for both of them, since they are both being mentioned here. This is their Vortex Anniversary. They had the all performers for Vortex Anniversary have been announced. Performers for each performance will be at the tree, will be at this area. I guess that was a bad translation. We'll see. So here's the birthday one that she did. Good singer. Holy shit. He's good. She's really good. Damn, she's good. And here's a little bit of the merch, I think. This is what's going to be here. Yeah, a little bit of the merch. Have acrylics, have all the other nice stuff. And of course, this is this individual here. Their birthday 2025. I'm sorry it didn't translate right. I don't know why. But whatever. Let's go on to the next one. Let's go on to this one, which is going to be their X.com JP Blue. This is going to be happening. This also happened here. They have, of course, their whole anniversary thing here. The event date is going to be, or it was already, the ticket purchase date is what they announced. I'm sorry. I thought they actually announced when it was actually happening, but this is the ticket purchase date has started from the 6th to the 20th. Live music concert, and it is streaming on Sunday, which it did stream, and the last archive end date is the 20th. So there was a bit of confusion there. And of course, the streaming date is a purchasable stream, so there's no way that I can show it to you. If I did, I would absolutely end up getting hit by a copyright strike, an actual strike, because this is paywalled content, and that usually gets struck down by anybody, understandably so, because why am I giving you stuff for free that they're charging for? So, of course, there you go. Their anniversary fest has already happened. The birthday fest for this individual VTuber here, the opening, everything like that. It is, of course, I want to show you the actual VTuber that it is for. It's Ebak Yoka. Yoka Ebak, or that's what they have here. At least Ebak Yoka is what they named here. And this is their channel with all the other Pilot Project members right here as well. All the things that they have done recently. Just wanted to show you a little bit of this. And congratulations and happy birthday to them. of course, I'm an idiot. I always pronounce things wrong. It's Ebakyoka. I said Ebakyoka, but it's Ebakyoka. Just correcting myself because I sounded stupid. I apologize. Aka Virtual Indonesia has been very, very successful in everything that they've been doing because they have been pushing their talents to create content that they want to create, and they've been pushing forward the talents, you know, kind of announcing them and promoting them, and that's what I mean by pushing forward. Luckily, they don't push their talents negatively, but they've been pushing them forward in a way that they're announcing them, they're promoting them, they're doing all that kind of stuff, so that is good. I'm glad. And of course, recently they announced their most recent generation, which is, of course, and also Moonlit and other things, but today I am covering their generation here that they're having, all their members here. These are the ones that they've announced. The Magni V, Magni 5. You have Ismodius, Garamosaurus, Mosa. You have Megatheca, who is, I believe, this one here. Gamma Gothica. Okay, I'm freaking dumb. I'm an idiot, but whatever. Then is Funin, Mamori, and finally it's going to be, I think, that's them. That's all of them there. And of course, they have them as seen here. This is 6th of April. They already had Moonlit, the 5th member version. There's only you, just for me. This is their debut song, their premiere song, etc. It is there. It has been done. They have had their new generation, and of course, I wish them the best because it is hard, especially, I know in Southeast Asia, I think, or in Asia itself, the male generations do a lot better. Here in the US, sometimes they don't do so well, but I do wish them the very best because Aka Virtual does do their best to promote their talents, and I do hope that they don't abandon these people at any point in time. TCG is a smaller run TCG trading card game for VTubers and things like that. By VTubers, for VTubers, have VTubers in it, that type of thing. So, they have been doing, you know, a new round of funding, new things to try to get a new generation of RiftRunners out, but they have a big roadblock. Unfortunately, here in the US, we have, I'm not going to get into the politics of it all, because the politics don't matter here. I'm not a political VTuber, I'm not a political commentator. I do have my own personal politics, but I try not to get that involved in my content. What we have here, the administration, whatever you want to think about it, has made tariffs everywhere. Every one of our allies here, because I'm a US citizen, every one of our allies has tariff. We put tariffs on, which is dumb, but whatever. Announcement regarding tariffs. The recent sweeping tariffs have impacted pretty much all of the businesses in the VTuber space and the TCG space, RiftRunners included. First off, I want to assure everyone this will not delay or ruin our plans for the future. Kickstarter has greatly assisted in that. All of you have pledged and pre-ordered. You've been a big help. RiftRunners will survive and continue on, one way or another. Right now, I am looking at proactive, long-term solutions to the issue. Trading cards are not adequately produced in the US at the right scale, quality, style, and or price for games like mine. TCG creators often have no choice but to import. That in itself is a problem that has gone unaddressed. This is not easily solvable issue, but 100% believe that it can be solved. In addition to working on RiftRunners, I am going to be exploring and developing TCG manufacturing options in the US. This is a new personal goal of mine. I'm serious about it. It might be a while before you see anything come to fruition. Just know that I'm looking into this. If any of my associates in this industry are reading this, feel free to reach out to me. If enough of us come together on this, we can create a new status quo that is better than the old one. I believe we can turn a disaster into a strong future. Don't get dispirited. Don't underestimate yourself. We will get through this. The big issue is, I'm going to put my own little 2 bits in here. The reason why a lot of TCGs are produced externally, usually in China, Taiwan, Vietnam, places like that, somewhere in Southeast Asia, it is just the way it is. Cost of living in those countries is less than it is in the US. Cost of production is sometimes 10% of what it is in the US. That means for every dollar spent in the US, you would spend 10 cents in like Vietnam and places like that to make a product. That will make it so that you can make it more affordable. A product more affordable for people over here, especially people like myself who have very limited incomes. That means that per card basis, you can make it cents, make it be cents on the dollar, pennies on the dollar, instead of it being $1 per card. Imagine if it's $1 per card to produce, you're going to have $5 cards in order for them to make money after producing, marketing, doing packaging, all that kind of stuff. It's gonna be like the decks, the big card boxes that are usually maybe like $50 are gonna be like $150. The card packs that are usually like maybe $5 are gonna be $50, or gonna be 20, 30, $40. Where yeah, some higher level people can afford it, but not everyone can. So I'm glad that they're working on this. I really am glad they're working on this, because this deserves to have a strong look at it. Mumei, Zeta, Shiori, Zomboid collab was postponed. Let's see from hololive directly themselves, from the hololive thing. This was on Zeta's thing, Zeta's tweet. It is unfortunate. Because Mooms needs a little bit more rest. Please send her lots of love. So we're postponing this to another date. Of course, they're going to want to do this before Mumei graduates, of course. But it is sad to see. They were wanting to do the Project Zomboid. But this tells you, this shows you, as you know, Mumei is needing a little bit more time. Mumei is graduating because of her health. And for the fact that she couldn't stream means it's serious, means that yes, this is the main reason. When you have to cut streams because of your health, it weighs on you as a person like myself that does stream. It does weigh on your mental health. It does weigh on it. Heck, I have done what should not be done. Never do this. And I'm glad Mumei doesn't do this. Don't soldier through. Don't push yourself beyond your limit. Don't go and do that, because that will hurt you more in the end. And boy, I've learned from that, but I still do it myself. I'm very glad Mumei didn't do that. I'm very glad, of course, I knew this was going to happen if she ever had those issues. If it were anyone, whether it was Zeta, Shiori, or Mumei that needed to take a break, either one of them would have been like, it's fine, we could do it for another day. They wouldn't have been like, damn it, I wanted to do this, or oh my god, or any kind of guilt tripping. There would never be that, because that's not the type of people that they are. So it is sad that they had to postpone it. And of course, others said, no worries, health above everything. I'm waiting for the best members at the best time, sending Mooms all the love. Poor Moom, sending her lots of love. Okay for the delay, her health is always more important. Which I love that the community is very much like this. Of course, you're going to have that 1% that's going to be like, she's failing us, blah, 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 blah. But those 1% don't matter, in my opinion. When you say that kind of stuff, if you don't care about the health of people that you claim are your Oshi, and you just want them to stream for your satisfaction, that is not really your Oshi, in my opinion. Okay, Chief, don't worry and rest well. Understood, sleep well. Roger that, look forward to the day we do it. KS me too, sending lots of head pats. So yes, health matters more than anything. If you don't take care of your health, then you get to a point where you can't stream, and then you're not going to be able to stream for like a week or 2 or 3. So it's better for her to take care of her health. I do wish her the best in that. And of course, that was going to be happening on April 6th, and it was canceled and pushed to a later date. So, saying that, of course, send Mooms lots of love, and of course, let her know that we are always going to be there, waiting for her whenever she decides to come back and, stream the Zomboid or anything else she's doing. Welcome back, everybody, to the VTuber Showcase, the place where I like to showcase up-and-coming VTubers of various sizes, shapes, forms, types, everything in between. Why do I do this? I do this because I want it to be a positive place for everybody, a positive place for VTubing, and have some positivity in a sometimes very dark and very drab day when it comes to news. I do this to build people up, not to tear each other down, which is what I want in the community. I'm talking about Selle, a Scuff EN VTuber, your celestial karmic star guide VTuber. And of course, they got to start at least here in January. Let's take a look here. Your celestial karmic star guide VTuber, nice to meet you. They do have a Twitter, YouTube, and TikTok. I'll be looking at their, of course, Twitch here and their YouTube as well. Let's take a look.
Friendship with the power of friendship. Chad, do you like my 1 damage? You guys like my 1 damage, gang?
Terraria can be very fun, and I'm glad she seemed to really have been enjoying Terraria when she did play this. She played it earlier this week, and of course, let's take a look at her YouTube side. This is her YouTube side. She was playing with friends on Repo, something I can't do because I don't have any friends. Yeah, there we go. She was playing with friends on Repo and having lots of fun. The times I have played with other randos out there, you have to play with people that you know on Steam. I did have some fun. So, of course, she is here. I will, of course, show everything here. She does have some debut stuff. She has some live streams. And she has shorts as well as some videos here, of course, which is a VOD. I will put their in the description below. Please go and take a look if you want to. And I do hope this helps you in some way. So, thank you so much for watching. That is all the news that we have for today. Please let me know down below if you want to know any more news or if you have any comments regarding anything that you saw here, which I will try my best to respond to. I love seeing your comments down below. Of course, as well, like and subscribe to the channel. That will give you more information every single day. I do 2 videos a day, so hopefully you enjoy.